We're live here at the monument. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Oh, shit, let me get out of your way. Sorry. Wind might be an enemy of mine today. We'll see.
He's so cute. Can I answer your questions?
Yeah, you're down? I'm not.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I am live right now. Are you okay being on YouTube live?
Sure. That's
You're not on it though. You're in the sound bites.
Yeah.
So it's just 3 questions. I ask if you know what veganism is, or if you are aware of it.
Veganism, you mean as far as being a vegan? Dietary wise?
Just what you're. There you go. See, a lot of people think it's dietary, but the crux of it's not dietary. It's consequential, right?
So
it's philosophy.
Philosophy of not
Stance
eating
against
something.
violence.
Yes. Not
So-
eating something else.
Yeah, it's
Brutality and cruelty.
exactly,
And barbarism.
exactly, and that's
Well-
what a lot of people get wrong. It is essentially a stance against violence, oppression, racism, you name it, all the bad things.
I was talking about against animals.
But it also proliferates to humans. So when you're voting for systems of animal abuse, you're also voting for factory farm workers to go home and beat their wives, to go crazy.
That's absolutely true unless I'm made aware of that.
Yeah, right. I mean, the thing is, when it comes down to it, they're all objects, and
I mean, that's
all-
not true until I'm made aware of it, and then I
yeah,
continue.
exactly. That's a totally great point right there. What this guy just said. Yeah, it's like we don't know any better
Watch
because
it.
we've all been kind of wounded.
Puppy, over here.
Oh, look at all these cuties. We've all been kind of wounded since birth by narratives that have transcended space and time. You know, like you have to eat meat to be healthy, which is completely bullshit. But we've been told that for 400 generations.
Well,
So
we really haven't been told that. It's just been it's been learned because the supper table is our parents and it's their parents and it's their parents.
yeah, but the same kind of narrative just trickled down, and it has not been intercepted yet. That we have to consume meat, cheese, milk, eggs, seafood, or honey, or something bad is going to happen to us. And the cool thing is, in 2025, we don't need anything from an animal, so it just leaves us with these crazy implications that we're just literally voting for the change we want to see in the world, and it's a shitty vote. It's like basically we're voting to put somebody upside down, a being with awareness, not a plant or a automatron or anything like that, but a literal being with awareness.
Plants have awareness.
Well, they don't have sentience. Do you know what sentience is?
Yeah, actually, I think they do. So
Okay.
They communicate. Trees communicate with saplings. Just direct water. to
If
this.
you were genuine with this sentiment and this stance, you'd be vegan. Do you know why? Because if you're not vegan, you still kill 8 times more plants. So, and this is not perfection. It's not
no,
perfection.
I know.
Veganism is not perfection.
I'm guilty whether I'm a vegan or whether I'm eating meat.
I kill things when I walk outside. Everybody does. You
Right,
know?
stepping on the grass.
But the least we can do is give animals bodily autonomy.
Well,
Do you agree
yeah,
with that?
of course. Yeah, I want to do that as a matter of
Yeah.
fact. But it's hard. It's hard to do because the only thing that I can find
Look at these
as far as
cuties.
protein sources
Yeah.
that are not. Yeah, you can say, all right, not good. Showing them not good. The only thing that
Cuteness
I
overload.
forget what I was going to say. What was your question?
But yeah, protein. The only thing you can find is
Yeah.
protein sources.
Are lentils.
Okay, lentils. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Tell me
And
about
other
the
protein
carbs.
sources might be peas and soy.
Yeah.
I'm allergic to soy.
Okay.
Sure. And so I'm limited to peas and lentils.
Here's a card before you go. It's my resources.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
When they try to make fake meat,
Yeah.
that's worse off for you than the real meat. As a matter of fact, real meat, as far as when it comes to beef and chicken, these are incredibly healthy. As a matter of fact, beef liver is probably the healthiest food on the planet.
But how do you offset the plaque-promoting cholesterol, IGF-1, hormones, growth factors, TMAO?
Well, you can't, but I mean, if I were living
that's
in
not
Europe or if I were living on my own self-sustained farm, then
Yeah.
that wouldn't be an issue. But my issue is killing barbarism,
Yeah.
killing an animal
You know, yeah,
You
it's your
know?
heart, your vegan heart.
Yeah,
It's
if
like,
they died naturally, then that might be a certain choice. But I can
Yeah.
never kill any of my food.
Yeah.
I love to eat steamed crabs, but I don't go over there now because if I go over there now, they're not dead already.
yeah.
They have to steam the ones that I picked out. So that's another thing. If the animals are dead already,
But that's not case. It never happens. Like they're all killed
if I go to
between
the
like.
grocery store, they're dead already.
Well, they have been killed, but they've been stripped of their time horizon. Like they have cows are killed
Well, they
at
were
like
killed-
7 or 8.
And they were killed based on cruelty. That's the
Exactly.
most important thing.
Exactly, and we're taking like literally 17 years of their time horizon for something, a meal, a yum we won't even remember in a week, and we don't need
Yeah.
nutritionally. You know, so
Yeah.
these implications start kind of becoming more apparent and more apparent when
These animals are very, very intelligent.
yeah, just like these guys, like
You know, cows are highly, even more intelligent than these
yeah,
guys.
they're beautiful too. They're beautiful
Oh yeah,
animals. They're
they're
big.
awesome.
And we like just like these guys, we look at these guys and we see a being with awareness. Like we know
Sure.
we know there's somebody behind those eyes,
Absolutely.
right? Not like a plant where it's an automatron, it's biological. You take an apple, the apple grows back, or you harvest a carrot, the carrot grows back.
That's things that have fallen down to the ground. You
Yeah.
know, maybe root vegetables. That's another thing that I wouldn't be having a problem with.
Yeah.
There's just so much limitation when it comes to these
Yeah.
foods. Like for instance, if I go on a carnivore diet, which I've done through dieting, see all these fine lines here
Yeah.
from old age, all of that
You're not-
disappears.
you're not old.
All that, I'm 62.
Well, I'm 42. You got me by only 20 years. But
Well,
yeah.
This inflammation, this is based on inflammation from eating meat.
Okay.
Because when I eat only meat and fats, all these fine lines go away. And so that's inflammation causing that I get from another thing I get from eating vegetables is that I get autoimmune disorder in this right elbow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can feel it now. That or if I'm eating processed foods. That only happens if I'm eating vegetables, like huge 20 ingredient salads,
Yeah.
strictly vegetable, or highly processed foods. So I can't agree that meat is less inflammatory because it's demonstrable as far as
But it's all been
fat.
demonstrable by certain studies that have been funded by certain interests. Like all peer-reviewed research
Exactly.
that you find is all material, so it can all be
Right.
tinkered, adjusted, and fit
Right.
to whatever interest is driving it.
Right, but my causality is based on my
Your
own
anecdotal
experience.
experience, yeah, I got you. But I would give it a second chance, maybe. Like that card has so many good resources on it, and definitely the nutrition thing is covered. Like on that card, if you go to Challenge 22, they hook you up with a free nutritionist, answer any questions you have. We'll be able to precision tune something for that inflammation right there. I guarantee you.
All right, I'll check it out.
And they're
Because actually,
there.
I've been trying to go back.
Yeah.
I've been actually trying to go on a full vegan diet.
Yeah.
But every time I forget because I go to the grocery, I buy meat for these dogs.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then I go to the grocery store and then I end up buying meat for myself and I know when I get home I'm like, oh man, I forgot. And then I don't want to throw the meat away. I don't want to waste the food. So then I eat it. And by the time I'm finished with all that meat, I go back to the grocery store. I forgot. Oh yeah, vegan again. I know that's a lame ass excuse.
Yeah,
it
but you
just
know what?
seems to
Your
happen
heart,
more
like,
and more time.
yeah, but like we're all like when we're babies, we're all vegan. You know, we love animals and stuff, and
Right.
we always have that, and it's there to revisit
Right.
again.
Right.
It's just a matter of remembering and taking the veil off that narratives have put on our eyes. So thick. The wind is not going to help with this today. But yeah, what's your name, man?
Lee.
Lee, I'm Jimmy. Nice to meet you guys,
Jimmy?
all of you guys.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna get started here, set up shop officially,
All right.
and I really appreciate you being my first, talk to today.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I was. I wasn't trying to. I wasn't trying to filibuster. It's just that way being older, I lose my memory if I don't learn.
Yeah.
I forget my point that I wanted to make. And then
Oh, I heard. I do that now. Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, you can check out my channel on there too. It's called Vegan Sign Guy, and all I do is go to different towns.
Well, what do you do for protein?
Oh, for protein, so much. So for protein, I'm whole food plant-based. So I'll eat beans, chickpeas, lentils. I'll eat tempeh. I know you said you can't do soy. I'll do
Tempeh.
spaghetti.
Did you say tempeh?
Tempeh, yeah.
What's that? TMPEH. What is it?
It's a fermented soy.
Okay.
So what they do is they take it, they ferment it, and it becomes kind of more rigid, more texturous.
Yeah. Soy, not chickpeas. Got
Yeah,
it.
exactly. But like the human body, like a human male, if you're not an athlete, all you need is 55 to 65 grams of protein a day on on an equal, like just moderate basis, and that's even probably too much. A lot of like magazines and information streams will say, oh, you got to get 100 grams a day, 150 a day. If you're a bodybuilder, you got to do 400 grams a day. And it's, of course, it's all in the interest of money. You know, I mean, it's like we're like the only country that's eaten food. You know, we have like the Hobbit kind of setup where we have breakfast, second breakfast, 11C's lunch. Dinner, morsels, after dinner morsels. Not hating on The Hobbit. I love The Lord of the Rings. But it's like that's what we do in America, just for the sake of, you know.
There's another source of protein that I use, and that's oat protein.
Oat, yeah, oat's great too.
Not oats, just the external husk.
Oh, the husk, yeah, sure.
Powder protein.
Okay, yeah. Anything where we're taking the animal out of the equation, we're not like exacting suffering. I think that's the main thing, you know?
I just want to play devil's advocate one more time on the animal front.
Yeah.
And that is, there's a thing where people say, studies suggest that saturated fat's bad for you, and I understand it because they give mice saturated fat in order to make them or too much cholesterol, whatever. It gives them disease much more quickly when they have saturated fat.
Yeah.
Here's the thing that I've discovered that saturated fat is much more healthy than, say, olive oil, any kind of monounsaturated, polyunsaturated fats. You know how I discovered that? What I figured out, what I discovered through my experience is that saturated fat enables you to absorb nutrients from your food so much better. Like I say, probably about 35% more nutrients you're going to get from your food if you consume saturated fat.
Okay.
If you don't take saturated fat, then you got to take biopurine.
Yeah, but you can also get saturated fat from avocado, coconut oil, and all kinds of plant-based sources too. And I'm not here to argue nutrition.
Avocado oil and what else?
Coconut oil.
You can,
if you just chat GPT sources of plant-based saturated fat, you'll find them, and you'll find a plethora of them for sure. Yeah, I'm not here, like the whole nutrition thing, we can go back and forth, and anybody can go back and forth because it's just so, it's all material, based on material science findings, peer-reviewed research, and stuff that can always be tinkered and adjusted to fit narratives.
Yeah,
So
I'm
it's,
playing devil's advocate because I want to try to get some new information.
yeah. Well, I'm not, I'll stay neutral on that stance, but I'll say that you can find it in the plant-based kingdom.
Entire conversation.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm going to definitely check out your website.
Thanks.
Hopefully I'm going to be able to move my diet over.
Heck yeah.
I've been on a vegan diet before, and this meat becomes nasty.
Yeah. The meat. Oh,
So
absolutely.
bad.
I mean, it's a dead flesh. I mean, I can't even. I mean, it's my. You grow your own different perspective once you've been out of this space for quite some time. But it's dead flesh, and fun fact, a lot of the vitamins and nutrients that are said to be in meat, they die off because the animal's been dead for a certain time horizon. Those became unextrapolatable, and you can't even get them because they simply fizzle off because of the time horizon.
That's even before you cook it.
That's before you cook it. Yeah, when they're on the shelves, everything's just dissipating, and
Cook it, depreciates even more.
Exactly, and there you go. Yeah. Well, I'll let you guys go. You guys have a great day. Hopefully, a vegan day, and we'll see you. We'll see you next time. Enjoy this beautiful weather.
I'm definitely going to appreciate the conversation.
I appreciate you too.
I'm going to go back on the vegan diet.
Oh, that's amazing. The man just said he's going back on the vegan diet. Well, thanks, Mr. Lee,
Absolutely.
and thanks our friends here. Bye, guys. Bye, guys.
Can you pick
Oh yeah, of course I can.
I'm
That's
sorry.
okay with you.
Yeah.
All
Puppy
right,
my
ready, buddy?
blind, puppy my blind.
Up we go. There we go.
Soda over here, soda over here, soda over here.
Oh, they're so cute.
Thank you so much.
My
I
pleasure.
appreciate it.
Have a great day, guys. Okay, wow. All right, so as you see, everybody, we are at the Washington Monument in Washington, D.C. Hi, guys. We're asking the public why they're not vegan yet. We're having candid conversations. We're getting to the roots of their own values and their own kind of action systems. And hopefully, let me get that monument back in the shot. There you go. We got the monument back there, baby. All right. Hopefully, we'll be able to change some hearts and minds and convince people they have compassion in their hearts. So that's our goal today. Hi, guys. First time I'm seeing in the chat here. Someone says, I like pancakes. That's amazing. He was very friendly. Hi, guys. Not being vegan is saying your body, my choice. Have a great day. What's going on, big guy? Hey, Clara, how are you? Hey, Martin. Like and subscribe. That's right. Everybody just getting here. Please like and subscribe. We're just trying to spread sound information today. Hi, guys. How you doing? Anybody that would like to have a conversation, we're trying to get some interviews going on. Hi there. Want to try a few questions for YouTube Live? Just test your values. All right. Have a great day. Hi, guys. You guys want to try a few questions for YouTube Live? Okay. Have a great day. Doing interviews for YouTube Live, guys. Why aren't you vegan yet? Let's teach our kids kindness. Have a great day. Yeah, I'm gonna throw some shade and throw out some bait. I'm here for the animals for 1 hour, so I will be loud. All I have is an hour. You know? Hi guys, how's it going? Little YouTube Live interview, anybody? Why aren't you vegan yet? All right. Hi guys. Let's go vegan 2025. Kindest thing we can do. So I came out here probably about a year ago, and I'll tell you, I probably still have the video that I did. And I wasn't live, but I filmed. And the comfortability factor is a stark difference. Hi guys. It's really incredible. But you know, why not if we're here? Let's be loud. Let's throw out some bait. We only got a certain amount of time for the animals. Let's make it count. It's a platform that can attract attention. What's going on, big guy? You want to try a few questions? Test your values? All right, have a great day. What's going on, guys? Why aren't you vegan yet? 3 quick questions. What's going on, guys? Oh, wow, didn't see the sneaker there. What's going on, everybody? Let's go vegan 2025. Healthiest, most compassionate thing you can do. All right, if you're just getting here, I'm out here asking the public 3 questions. We are taking on the lovely city of Washington, D.C. today. I have the crazy, beautiful Washington Monument behind me. Just a crazy figment of architecture. And we're out here trying to gain some attention by talking to the public and asking the public why they're not vegan yet. So really simple. Hi, guys. How's it going? You want to try? You'll be on YouTube Live. Hi guys, why aren't you vegan yet? 2025, guys, let's do it. Oh, you are? Let's go. All right, let's go. Kindest thing you can do. It's great parenting right there. Have a great herd. That's awesome. Hi guys. They're both vegan, and they were with their mom, and I said, that's great parenting. Hi there, how are you? A few questions for YouTube? Okay, heard. Just doing some outreach today. Have a great day, guys. Okay, yeah, it's a full stop. No argument against it. Hi, guys. Full stop. It's a binary choice. You either vote to oppress animals or you vote against racism and you vote against violence. Very binary. Hi, guys. So, you know, if you are a proponent of kindness, a proponent of benevolence, and you live by the golden rule. Hi guys, how's it going? A few questions for YouTube Live? All right. Then you will be vegan, because a lot of people are walking around with their values in one place and their actions in the other. Oh, you want to try? Okay, cool. It's just 3 questions. I'm on YouTube Live. My name's James. I'm an animal rights activist. What's your name?
I'm Sid. Nice to meet you.
Sid, nice to meet you. Cool. What's your name?
I'm Haley.
Haley, nice to meet you. I didn't see you. I did not see you guys. Are you okay being on YouTube Live?
Yeah.
With me? Okay, cool. So I asked the public 3 questions, right? And this is just kind of a fun little thought experiment, maybe to get you thinking a little bit. The first question is, do you know what veganism is?
I do, yes.
What would you say it is?
It's not eating any animal products or anything that comes from animals.
Or using them.
Yeah, very accurate, right? And that's integral, but I like to intercept and kind of make an overlay there or an underlying there. It's more so an ethos and it's more so a stance. And that is what it actually is. It actually has nothing to do with diet, although diet is consequential, animal testing is consequential, circuses are consequential, right? So it's a stance against violence and a stance against oppression. That's what the crux of it is, right? And it's doing your best. It's not perfection. The second question is, are you guys for or against animal abuse?
Against.
Reflexively. I mean, I've only had, like I tell I've only had one person say no with steely-eyed missile man eyes, and it was like, all right, I've got to talk to someone else. So the third question tees up easy, and it is this question. It's, why aren't you vegan yet? Because your values, you have vegan values, a vegan heart already. So when we're voting for systems of like meat and cheese and milk and eggs, these are inherently abusive. And abuse isn't even the right word. I mean, if you look into the what we pay for with the dollar, it's stuff that is just, it will blow your mind. Have you seen the movie Saw?
I have not.
Have you? Let's see, what's another good one? Hostel? I don't know, like there's some really violent movies that kind of parallel what happens in the industry. So I would piggyback my fourth question in, which is, do you think we need anything nutritional from an animal?
I am
Oh, that's awesome.
vegetarian,
Okay.
so it's definitely protein would be the only thing I can think of, but there are a lot of alternatives, especially in today's day and age.
Okay.
So I think if I were to make the switch to veganism, it wouldn't be that hard. It would just be cutting mostly like dairy.
Yeah, it would
like
totally.
that,
Yeah,
so.
dairy, big thing. Let me frame out dairy real quick. And I like calling a spade, so that's what I'm going to do. So, do you know how the cow gets pregnant in said industry?
Don't they artificially
Yes,
impregnate them usually?
totally. And what that has to do with is a random farmer who doesn't care about the cow puts its hand directly into the anus of the cow, holds down the cervix, and then pumps in ejaculated bull semen, forces the cow to get pregnant. So it's forced impregnation. If it's a boy, it probably will be killed in the dairy space, or it'll go to veal. And if it's a girl, she will live out the same fate as her mother. And that said happening that I kind of framed there will happen about 5 times during her life. When she dies, she will be taken off to the beef industry and sold for cheap meat because the high quality is gone, being that she's been spent. So, like, upon hearing that, does that make you kind of, I guess, second guess paying for dairy?
For sure, a little
Yeah.
bit, because you look at all the bad things that come out of it.
Right.
But I think it's just a little hard to cut out.
It is hard to cut out. It is hard. But once your why is strong enough, it's not hard. And the nutrition thing, before you go, I had cards. I still have cards on me. I have to get them out of my backpack. But you can find protein. Yes, me too. Oat milk. Oh my God. Shout out to oat milk. I like oat milk too. I just had oats this morning, so kind of similar, but not oat milk. Actually, they're kind of starkly different, but still, we all love oats. So I would challenge you to, moving forward, to just think about and think and operate maybe from the victim outlook. Because once we kind of tilt to the victim's outlook, all arguments kind of fizzle and dissolve, right? And it's not our fault because we've all been doing it for 400 generations. And we've been told that eating meat is normal, necessary, and nice. We've been told that culture, tradition, habit, and taste should eclipse all things, even the sovereignty and the freedom of another sentient being. So we have this opportunity to say, not anymore, buddy, and kind of boycott those narratives that have kind of been puppeteering us for so long with our energy votes, which is the dollar. So let me get you guys a card. Would you guys consider maybe possibly looking into veganism after this conversation?
I was vegan for 6 months.
Oh, gotcha.
And then I was vegetarian.
Okay, gotcha.
Look into it again.
So there's nutrition stuff on here. You mentioned nutrition stuff. And the last guy I talked to, he said, I had some nutrition problems and he had some things in his face. Nice guy. I really couldn't understand what he was talking about. But here's one for you and here's one for you.
Thank you.
There's a speech on one side and there is resources on the other. Challenge 22 is the hub for nutrition.
Awesome.
Do you guys have any questions for me?
No, I think that's
Not
great.
really. Thank you very much.
Thanks
Yeah,
for having the
thank you.
bravery and the compassion. That's not good. Okay, let's see. Crap. Audio turned off. Okay, no problem. Can you hear me now? Better? Someone said get a job. God, terrible. I got trolls in here, huh? Let me check my audio here. Bro, this is my job. All right, can you guys hear me better now? Sorry the audio went out. We had quite a nice conversation there. Dan Meyer. Back, audio's back. Yes. Did you hear that conversation at all? Did anybody hear that conversation at all? Do I hate meat eaters? No, we do not hate the people. We hate the argument. We hate the argument. We're trying to dissolve the argument. So we're not against the people. We're all interconnected, guys. That'd be stupid for me to, be a whatever to you, and we're cut from the same cloth. But we are out here asking the public why they're not vegan yet. We're trying to get to the heart of the matter and having people match their own values with their actions. Hi guys, how's it going everybody? You guys want to try a few questions for YouTube? Test your values out? Have a great day. You guys want to try a few questions for YouTube? But that's exactly what this is. It's very simple. We're just testing people's values. If you're against animal abuse and you're not vegan, you have a distortion going on. Doesn't take rocket science to understand that. When did you lose your balls, says Piggy. Let me guess, Piggy, you're some. Actually, I don't want to make fun of anybody, and that's not nice. Um, honestly, what I'm trying to do here is stand up for those that don't have a voice and be more of a protector than a bully. When you're not vegan, you're a small bully that takes out their not. And this is after you know better, because there's an inflection point where you don't even know any better, and you can't be culpable up to that point. Disclaimer. Hi guys, want to try a few questions for YouTube? Why aren't you vegan yet? Let's go, guys. 2025.
I actually want to become vegan.
Oh, okay. You want a car?
I don't have time right now.
Oh, you don't even need time. All right. Have a great day. Super easy. Hi there. How are you? All right. How's it going, guys? How you doing, sir? Want to try a few questions for YouTube? Test your values? All right. Have a great day. How about you guys? Try interview for YouTube. Test your values a little bit. Good day, guys. But we're here in the beautiful city of Washington, D.C. Like and subscribe. My channel, I'm out here on the streets, and we are asking the public very simple questions. Why are they not vegan yet? Most people's hearts are vegan, but their actions are not vegan. And it is a distortion we aim to equilibrate. So please, if you want to watch these videos every week, like and subscribe. I'm out here at least once a week. Today I'm in D.C. I've been on college campuses. I go to the middle of my town. What's up, big guy? How are you? All right. Got a guy with a flag. What's going on, guys? How are you? Let's go vegan 2025, guys. Compassion. Compassion. Someone just says meat. All right. Someone says I love steak. Well, the animal doesn't love that, big guy. See, we're not here to think about anything other than the animal outlook. Like I talked with that first guy, Lee, that guy that had 4 dogs, super nice guy. At the end, he said he's going to think about going vegan. And he actually said, I think, I'm going back to vegan. I mean, that's incredible. Very rarely do these decisions get made real time. Hi, guys. How's it going? But I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, you can do it. 2025. Easiest thing you can do. Be the change you want to see in the world. Don't be a bully and teach your kids to be a bully and exact violence on others. Hi there. Want to try a few questions for YouTube Live? Okay. How about you, big guy? Try a few questions for YouTube. Just test your values. All right, have a great day. Anyway, we're at the Washington Monument. This big, huge pencil coming out of the ground. And you'll notice that when I'm trying to bait people in a little bit, I might come off kind of strong, but we got 1 hour to stand up for the animals here, and the animals don't want somebody quiet and passive standing up for them. They want a savage. I'm sorry. I mean, you would too if you were the one being oppressed. Hi, guys. You guys want to try a few questions for YouTube? Test your values? Okay. Have a great day. Think about it. Kindest thing you can do. Best way to teach. I'm calling out the parents too. Teach your kids kindness. I'm calling out everybody. We got 1 hour to speak up. No beating around the bush. We're going no holds barred. Animals don't care about you. Okay, Arthur. Don't listen to the narratives. They got you following orders, believing that. What's up, guys? You guys want to try a few questions for YouTube? Test your values? Have a great day, guys. How about you, sir? YouTube Live. Why aren't you vegan yet? All right.
I like chicken, so that's all.
Oh, you can find vegan chicken though. I know it's. You, you can find it, and no one gets hurt. Thanks for joining us. Hi there. How are you? All right. The guy goes, I like chicken. Well, chicken don't like that. So we operate from the animal outlook. Guy said he's eating a burger. Daniel says he's eating a burger. Just ate a burger. This is the intelligence we're dealing with here. Hi, how are you? You want to try a few questions for YouTube? You'll be on TV. All right, what's going on, guys? Why aren't you vegan yet? 2025, guys. Doing interviews. Have a great day. It's kind of a cool place to hub out. How's it going, guys? Doing interviews for YouTube. Why aren't you vegan yet? Let's go, 2025. How you doing, sir? 2025, no excuse for animal abuse. Not in 2025. And like I was saying before, I might be a little clickbaity. How's it going, big guy? You want to try a few questions? All right. Might be a little clickbaity getting people in here, but once you see me in the conversation, you will see the mutual respect that I imbue. But how can I do outreach if I can't even get anybody in my cerebrosphere, in my kind of space? So, like I was saying, I came out here 1 year ago, and all I did was film it, right? And I didn't do a live, and I just filmed it, and I just stood there, and I didn't really talk. I just kind of stood there. But that's the part of organic learning, I guess. Hi guys, try a few questions for YouTube Live. Put you on the spot. All right, have a great day. Guys, want to try a few questions for YouTube? Just test your values. Have a good one. Hi guys. Doing interviews. Why aren't you vegan yet? 2025. Calling them out today. Hi guys. You guys want to try a few questions for YouTube? All right, let's go vegan 2025. Hi guys. What's going on, everybody? Interview, anybody?
Not enough time.
Heard. All right. Did you know plants have feelings and can feel pain? Oh man, you obviously weren't here for my conversation with Mr. Lee earlier. So if you're genuine with that, you're vegan. So you're making a vegan argument. Plants have feelings, and worrying about plant deaths is a non-vegan issue. And I'm not going to go into it, but you need to do your due diligence before making fallacious. What's up, buddy? Before making fallacious commentary. I'll give you a hint. I'll tee up a hint for you. The energy conversion ratio of a cow is 8-to-1. That's all I got to say. What's going on, guys? What's going on, guys? Let's go vegan 2025. Love the segues. Let's go vegan 2025, everybody. Simply kindness. It's not rocket science. Hi, guys. All it is teaching kindness. It's not hard to understand. Hi, guys. How are you? See if we can get some more interviews. Are you the vegan teacher's son? Why does everyone keep saying that? No, I'm not. I'm not. Hi, guys. You guys want to try a few questions for YouTube? Just test your values a bit? All right. Need nothing nutritionally from an animal. We're going to leave them with that. Maybe that's how we'll kind of float. Someone wants to come by and talk, that's fine too. What's up, big guy? You want to try a few questions for YouTube? Test your values? Guess not. But if you're just getting here, please like and subscribe. Today I'm in DC. Yesterday I was in Annapolis. I went to my local college campus a few months ago. I'm gonna try to pop up everywhere, and I'm the vegan sign guy. It's just a nice guy. Hi guys, just trying to get people in conversation. Hi everybody. Doing interviews for YouTube. Why aren't you vegan yet? Let's go, guys. That guy looked over like he wanted to come over. All right, I'm gonna be a little softer here. I'm gonna change my approach, be a little softer. Hi guys, you wanna try a few questions for YouTube? Just talk live? It's YouTube Live. Just 3 questions.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay, heard. All right. All right, let's try this one. We're gonna go with this one now. Stress test this. Does vegan mean no fishing? Of course it means no fishing, dude. Guys, wanna try a few questions for YouTube Live? Let's go vegan 2025, enough with the violence. Eat a vegan. Of course fishing is not good. You're ripping the face off of a fish. It's not compassionate. It's pure malevolence if you look at it from a macro point of view. And yeah, you should not be ripping the face off of fish. Hi guys, you wanna try a few questions for YouTube?
No, thank you.
Doing interviews for YouTube Live, guys. Let's go vegan 2025, guys. I feel like I don't have that much time to beat around the bush. Let's put the word out there and go directly. How you doing, sir? Want to try a few questions for YouTube?
No, thanks. I gotta.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Thanks.
Have a great day, sir. Eat a vegan. Why are pears and lions not vegan? Bears and lions not vegan. What's going on, big guy? You want to try a few questions? Test your values? All right, have a great day. Loud. We are vegan and we will be loud. Guys, want to try a few questions for YouTube? All right. Hi guys. Doing interviews for YouTube Live. Why aren't you vegan yet? 2025. Let's grow up, right? Stop the violence. You're gonna look at me and shake your head. I'm gonna give you a little bump back. But that's the truth of it all. We got to grow up. It's time to be more evolved. We are not evolved and we are killing animals for food. That is not a definition of being evolved. What's going on, big guy? We need to be compassionate. We need to be guardians. We need to be stewards. Like, this whole bull crap needs to end. How's it going, sir? It's all bull crap. And the message is suppressed by mainstream channels. The reason there's so many of you in here right now is because it is an elephant in the room. It is taboo. And everybody deep down in their hearts knows that they have vegan values, but they are acting against them, all because of the 99% inertia that's been exacted from herding culture 400 generations ago. Hi, guys. You guys want to try a few interviews for YouTube? Let's test your values? Okay. Let's teach kindness. Let's teach kindness. She didn't like that. That's what I'm trying to get you to come back. Guy wasting your time on a Big Mac? I can't read too much because of the, hey, what's up, man? Because of the glare. I got a neighbor. Killing animals for food is not animal abuse. It sure is animal abuse. Killing animals for food is not, you're right, it's not animal abuse. It's 10 times an uptick from animal abuse. These animals get kicked, they get spit on, they get laughed at, they get sexually exploited. Hi guys, anybody want to try to interview for YouTube? Put you on the spot? Who's got the guts? All right, have a great day, guys. Think about it, vegan 2025, think about it. Guy just walked by and said, I love killing animals. This is the kind of stuff that's in kind of the mind stream right now, and it's not his fault. It's the narratives poured down on him, covering his compassion. We're not here to be against the people. We're here to be against the argument. What's up, buddy? How are you? Got a neighbor, huh? Cool. Nice to see you. I'm just here doing some interviews for YouTube. I probably got another 20 minutes in me before my car. I need to get my car. Okay, anybody new here? I'm just out here asking the public 3 questions. Seeing what my time horizon is here. I got, what am I at, 37 minutes? Okay, we got a solid 23 minutes. Hi there, how are you?
Cold drink soda, guys. Cold drink soda.
Hi guys. Anybody want to do an interview for YouTube? All right. So, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I'm out here asking questions, and the 3 questions are, do you know what veganism is? And we like to intercept that and kind of give people the actual definition, because most people don't know. They think it's all food related. Hi guys, how's it going, everybody? And then we tell them it's about ethos, it's about a stance against violence, it's not food. It's not food. It becomes this kind of light, mellow, lofty thing, like, oh, it's just food, and that's all by design. You know, we're meant to think that in the mind stream. It's no big deal. But when you look at it and you look at a spade being a spade, you are taking basically somebody's sovereignty, you're taking their freedom, you're taking their family, their time horizon, you're exacting all kinds of malicious pain upon them. All for arbitrary means, because we don't need anything nutritionally from an animal. What's up, buddy? You want to try a few questions? Test your values? A lot of walkers today, a lot of walkers. Calling them out. And imagine this kind of activism in every town, just making people feel goofy about the choices. How you doing, sir? Want to try a few questions for YouTube? All right. What's going on, guys? Let's go vegan 2025, everybody. You want to try a few questions for YouTube, ma'am? All right, have a great day. A lot of people are kind of en route in this area here. Hi, guys. A few questions for YouTube? Okay, have a great day. Who wants to try a few questions for YouTube Live? Test your values a little bit. Beautiful day, huh? As you see, everybody, we have the Washington Monument behind us. We are here in Washington, D.C. We are asking the public why they're not vegan yet and putting them on the spot. this kind of outreach is very informative to people that do not know. And how are people ever going to know if they don't get outreach? Because all channels of information are suppressed by narratives. So you will see more and more of us coming out here doing this kind of thing. You'll never see a meat eater doing meat eater activism, because we all know deep down in our hearts that it's wrong. How you doing, sir? Let's go vegan. Compassion, right? Makes sense. Let's go. Guy was a monk that just walked by. There's a lot of spirituality that just doesn't make sense. Hi there, how are you? What's going on, guys? Let's go vegan for the animals, 2025. No excuse for animal abuse, guys. Have a great day. Let's teach kindness. It's a hard one to hear, but it's truth. All right. How's everybody doing here in the chat? What is the argument against consuming meat beyond advocating for better business? No. We don't care about business. This whole problem came and was born out of business and the seeking after money. Hi guys. How's it going, everybody? Why aren't you vegan 2025? All right. How's it going, sir? The area I picked today is a little hustle and bustle. Everybody's on their way somewhere. I did manage to catch 3 interviews or 2. Hi guys. A few interviews for YouTube. But maybe next time I'll plant myself in more of an area where people are idling out a little bit, just kind of enjoying themselves. The Monday thing ain't helping me either, but maybe I'll get this guy. What's going on, dude? You want to try a few questions for YouTube? Test your values? Guess not. All right. I have another guy coming by. He looks like a monk. What's going on, sir? Vegan, right? Compassion. Compassion. Have a great day. Doing interviews for YouTube Live. You'll be on TV. Just 3 questions. Up to you. Up to you. No pressure. No pressure. What's going on, big guy? You want to be on TV? A few questions? Test your values? All it is value testing, moral testing. Very simple. Very simple. Have a great day. People get mad, and that's why we're out here doing this. And it's not really them we're trying to penetrate. It's the veil which was put on their heads by control narratives. Hi guys, have a great day, guys. What a cutie! Oh my God, gotta get him on TV. Hi guys, you're vegan. Let's go. Let's tell the world, right? Let's go. Hi guys. What's going on, guys? Anybody want to try a few questions for YouTube? Test your values? All right. I only got 10 minutes, and it's all you. It's all you. 10 minutes. All right. I'll go probably about 15 minutes. How much are those drinks? The water.
I have big, I have small. Big $4, small $2.
Okay, heard. Just curious. This gentleman's selling some waters, hustling out here, selling some soda.
It's fucked up every day.
Is it? Oh shit. Okay.
I got truck.
Say again?
I got truck ice cream.
Oh, heard.
I
Okay.
don't have money for fried chicken.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. Hopefully you can find some vegan chicken one of these days. We need a vegan chicken food truck. That's what we need. You know, something just selling good stuff. What's up, buddy? Everyone's on Segways. Someone says piss bucket. Thank you for that intellectual contribution. Bugs said hi. Trump MVP. Yikes. Okay, if you're just getting here, I'm out here speaking up for the victims today that do not have a voice. We're simply asking people why they are not vegan. What's going on, big guy? Want to try a few questions for YouTube? Test your values? Guess not? Okay. How's it going, guys? Why aren't you vegan yet? 2025.
Cold drink soda guy. Cold drink soda.
All it is testing values, finding that void in between action and value, and then having everybody convince themselves to take the blinders off that were given to us by people that don't give a shit about us. Hi, guys. I don't know what the bugs is about. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. But we're out here just asking the public why they're not vegan yet. We're asking them 3 quick questions: if they know what veganism is, if they're against animal abuse, and then simply, why aren't you vegan yet? And we take those, how's it going, guys? I'm gonna try a few questions for YouTube. Hi, guys, YouTube Live. Anyway, thanks for joining, like and subscribe, and you'll see me out here in different towns every week. Hi, guys. Try a few questions for YouTube, be on TV. All right, have a good day. Very simple endeavor, but thanks everybody for being in the stream. We're in the year 2025 and there is no excuse for animal abuse. And when we vote for systems of agriculture, we vote for systems of abuse. And I wouldn't even call it abuse. I would call it 2, 3, 4 times stronger than abuse. What's up, big guy? Hi, guys. How's it going? You guys want to try a few questions? YouTube Live. Doing interviews for YouTube, guys. How you doing? All right. Got some more people walking by. I got about 10 minutes, guys, and I got to get back to my car. I think next time I need to... How's it going, guys? Want to try a few questions for YouTube? Just test your values. That's all it is. Have a great day. Teach kindness, and that's all we're trying to imbue out of here. Very simple, but yet not too many people want to actually come back and have the conversation. Teach your kids kindness. Feed your kids healthy food, for God's sakes. Because putting plaque-promoting cholesterol, TMAO, heterocyclic amines, fear, misery, death, rape, of all the spiritual energies into your child's tiny vessel that they don't have any autonomy over. Let's just say this: once you know better, you'll do better. Hi, guys. How's it going? It's very simple. I mean, we can't, of course, I myself wasn't vegan for 30 years. I was doing every single thing that you guys, and preaching every single thing that you guys preach against. I was in your boat. Hi, guys. Why aren't you vegan yet? 2025. Anybody want to try 3 questions for YouTube? Anybody got a good argument against it? Have a great day, guys. Hi, guys. Doing interviews for YouTube Live. How you doing? But once we know better, we do better. And once we know better, it is our responsibility to steward our children, steward our friends, steward the public, if we want to do what's best for the collective, reflexively, you know. Because it's not just the animals we're helping, it's human beings too, guys. When you vote for systems of violence, you vote for somebody to exact a merciless death onto an animal. And that said person is going to do that over and over and over. And they will lose themselves. A lot of them attribute to some of the highest levels of domestic violence. A lot of them end up going to institutions. Hi, guys. Why aren't you vegan yet? 2025. What's up, buddy? Want to try an interview? All right, we're walking today. A lot of walkers. We are gonna be a little clickbaity. How you doing, sir? But we're gonna make noise. I don't know, guys. No one has seemed to give me a good argument in an hour here. Definitely nobody from the chat. Hi, guys. How's it going, everybody? Anybody want to try a few quick questions? Test your values? Okay. All right. Here comes the abortion rhetorics. Why aren't you vegan? Because people don't want to leave them alone? Not eating meat isn't... The reason we're out here doing outreach like this, because kind of being vegan is a neutral thing, but to be active is an active thing. And people aren't going to know if they're not outreached. So it's not fair to the people we're outreaching. It's not fair to the animals that there is no voice. So you can keep your little sentiment, you do you, you do me, to your little self. And I'll also say, to the people that say eating meat is a choice, okay, let's explore the choice factors. Sure, there is a choice involved in eating meat. Sure, there is a choice involved in not eating meat. But let's explore the third choice factor, the choice of the animal to have its own bodily autonomy. What about that choice? Are you just peddling the whole choice narrative and being hypocritical? Sounds like you are. Hi, guys. Interview for YouTube. Who's got the guts Just testing values and morals. That's it. Have a great day. Hi, guys. You guys want to try an interview for YouTube? Come on, 3 minutes. Okay. Have a great day. I got about 2 minutes, guys, and I got to get going. I will be back later this week, probably in my local town. But I wanted to come to the beautiful city of DC on this day, do a little outreach at the monuments, and ask people why they're not vegan yet. We'll be doing this a lot more often this summer. Try to get some trips out here. Might be having some other activists join me. How's it going, guys? Want to try a few questions for YouTube? Okay. And set up pop-ups like this, little accountability hubs, where we, just do outreach and we destroy and we dissemble and we take apart the argument. Remember, it's nothing against the people, it's the argument, because we have been lied to. Hi, guys. I'm gonna get ready to wrap up about now. Maybe I'll give it a few more minutes, maybe 1 more minute, and then I'm gonna head out of here. Hi, guys. Anybody want to try questions for YouTube? You'll be on YouTube Live. All right, have a great day. Doing interviews for YouTube Live, guys. Just testing values. Have a great day. Okay, guys. I think this is it. I'm a little worried where my car is, that something's going to happen. I am in the city of DC, where it is exploited beyond belief. When you park, they will be on you like white on rice to take your car if you're not there in time. I feel a little safer in my town, which I'll be doing live outreach in tomorrow. You'll see me there tomorrow. Last night's stream was pretty good, I thought. I thought we had some good interviews, better interviews the week before. If you guys are just getting here and you're very against the things that I'm saying and you're butthurt, I get it. I was butthurt too. And I want to tell you something, that the main reason that you're upset is because you think I'm trying, and all vegans are trying, to take away your freedom. You won't say that, but that's what's underneath the hood. If you pop the hood, you'll find that is the chief reason. I want you to understand that it is the exact opposite of what I'm trying to do and what us as vegan activists are trying to do. We are trying to amplify your freedoms. When we are in these systems where we are voting for meat and cheese and milk and eggs, we are stealing sovereignties and purposes from others, and in turn there is a boomerang effect of which takes our sovereignty and our freedom. We have to take that into account. Also keep in mind there's a whole utopia of plant-based options waiting for you at the other end. And you can explore all kinds of foods you never even knew existed. You can explore seasonings, saucings, texturings. It's all there. But the last thing we are trying to do is take your freedom. We are trying to enhance your freedom. We are trying to get you out of the gamut of following orders from control narratives. And following orders from control narratives does not fit the definition of freedom. And they are laughing. They are laughing when you come in here and you say, I just had a steak, or you make ridiculous arguments like plants have feelings. They're laughing, guys, because they're siphoning your money. Anyway, question everything. Read The World Peace Diet by Dr. Will Tuttle. Go vegan. I'll see you guys in the next stream.